In talking to thousands of women, I have found that this area, so your neck and your chest, are the areas that women become probably most self-conscious with the most. And more specifically, the neck, because it's harder to cover up. You would need a scarf or you would need a turtleneck. And this is the area that starts to droop. And frankly, it's an area that we've just neglected for so long, both the neck and the chest. It's thinner skin, and we just go out in the sun and we don't think about it. And then all of a sudden, we get into our 40s, maybe even earlier, and we start to see those changes. So we're going to talk about how we can combat that with a twofold, the product and the application. So we're going to show you how to use the applicator with Ada's peptide firming serum, and we're going to talk about the why. So giddy up. Here we go. All right. So I'm in my mid 40s and people ask me all the time, what do I do to my skin? And I always call it feeding my skin. So we know we need to do the face, and we can find how to do that in a different video. I apply one pump to the applicator to the left side of my neck, and I go in an upward motion. And why do I do upward? Because gravity's pulling it down. Your skin is your largest organ. When you are good to it, it will be good to you. I take one pump on the left and one pump on the right. I get it moving. So we know that we need good products, and the peptide firming serum, it has hyaluronic acid that's going to help to plump. It has peptides that's going to help to firm. But we also want to look at the application as well. And so think about feeding a garden. You don't always just plant the seed, right? By like putting on the ingredients. You also aerate, you till. There's a lot of things that you're doing to the soil as well. And so think about the soil as your skin. And that is what we're doing here with the application. So we are stimulating fibroblasts, which help to stimulate that collagen production by massaging the skin. We're also moving the fluids around. And so I want us to think about the lymphatic system as we're doing our skin, because why not just do everything all at once? When I do my face, I then do my neck and chest. So I want us, as we're going up, okay, we then take those fluids and move them down. So the lymphatic system, it's like the cleanup crew of your body, and you want it flowing like a river, not sitting there like a pond. That's when you start to see grayer skin, or you start to have issues within your own body because things aren't just flowing. So we want to be like a river with that clean water. Well, how do we do that? We need our lymphatic system to move towards the lymph nodes that's actually going to be cleaning up and processing everything. So we want to, as we're working on our skin, okay, we bring things up and we bring them out towards the lymphs. So you'll bring it up and out here. Okay. You know how you can tell when you're sick, when you can feel those lymph nodes? That's exactly where we're putting the fluids. Same with our neck. You know how in your neck, you're like, oh, I think I'm getting sick. That's exactly where we're moving the fluids. Okay. So it's sort of this upward, but then also being intentional about that downward motion so that we can just keep things flowing. So it's the product, it's the how, and it's also the technique that you're doing. So remember your lymphatic system as you're doing all of this. Stimulate that collagen, get those fluids moving, use good product. Check out Ada's peptide firming serum. Use it twice a day. If you say, you know what, I don't have time, or I don't want to use it in the morning, use it at night, because that's when our body repairs ourselves, which is why you need to have a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep to let your body really repair. So at least do this at night while you're doing your nighttime routine. Just also then do your neck and chest. I'm in my mid 40s and people ask me all the time, what do I do? This is what I do. And so if you want your neck to change like this customer did, or if you just want to keep the health of your skin up. Now, we're all going to age. We're never going to look 20 again. And I don't want to look 20, but I want to be confident with my skin. So this is my secret: neck, chest, not just face. Make sure it's how you apply, what you apply, and where you're moving things around. So any questions, reach out, www.adacosmetics.com. Make sure that you incorporate the peptide firming serum as part of your daily routine, and the applicator at least twice. This is how you should be applying all of your liquid products, skincare, and makeup. That's it. Cheers.